Hello internet and all who inhabit it, I am Dakota and this is my channel where I try to get my shit together. Today, I want to talk about how I use witchcraft to deal with my PMDD. These are my favorite tips for dealing with an emotional roller coaster. First off, what is PMDD? Well, it stands for Premenstrual Dysphoric Disorder, and it's basically like PMS on steroids. That's a really dumbed down way of saying it, but if that gives you some sort of grasp on what we're talking about, there you go. For me, it's like being stuck in a fog, anxiety, irritability, depression for 2 weeks out of every month. That's half of your life. I have moments where I feel completely overwhelmed and like there is no escape. And that is where magic comes into play for me. It's a way to ground myself, get in tune with my body, and process my emotions. If you also struggle with PMDD, or maybe you're just emotionally unbalanced, perhaps some of these magical self-care tips can come in handy for you as well. I know they've made a world of difference for me. Let's start with grounding. When I'm feeling disconnected or anxious, I like to turn to my favorite breathing exercise. It's called box breathing. Breathe in for 8 seconds, hold for 8 seconds, breathe out for 8, and hold for 8. Then start again. While I do that, I like to read my affirmations. It's a small ritual that helps me feel more present. I am a powerful creator who creates the life that I desire. I love to use tarot to check in with my emotions, especially when I feel like I'm spiraling. One spread I like to do during the luteal phase is super simple. It's a 3-card spread that helps me figure out what's triggering me, how I can ground myself, and what I need to let go of. Just laying out the cards gives me a sense of control, which is exactly what I need when I'm feeling like everything is chaos. It's not about telling the future. It's about giving myself space to pause, breathe, and listen to what my intuition is telling me. Plus, it gives me great journal prompts. One of my favorite ways to channel difficult emotions during PMDD is through art magic. For me, creating is more than just expression. It is a magical process, a transformation, if you will. When I'm feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or heavy, I sit down and I paint or I draw. I just scribble with the intention of releasing that emotion onto whatever I'm scribbling on. It doesn't have to be complicated. I often start with just choosing colors that reflect how I feel. Blues and purples for sadness, red for anger, yellow for hope. You know, the regular associations we make with colors. As I paint, I visualize these emotions moving out of me and into the piece. And when I'm done, I feel lighter. I've taken that energy and I've transformed it into something tangible. You don't have to be a professional artist for this to work. It's about intention. Whether you're doodling in a journal, painting abstract shapes, or crafting something physical like a clay figure, it's all about channeling your energy into creation. And once you're done, you have a piece of art that carries all that energy with it. And sometimes just looking at it can remind you of how far you've come. So that's how I fight PMDD with magic. And it's not about fixing anything. It's just about finding ways to cope. I hope you found some of these tips helpful. If you try any of them, let me know in the comments. If you have your own little witchy way of coping, I'd love to know about it. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe, join me on this journey of getting my shit together. one little witchy ritual at a time. Until next time, y'all stay groovy.